Hey everyone, rabbiabe here from rabbiabe.com. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we go into the new moon of Gemini. For this month, there are secrets that we must uncover. Listen to the end of the video because this can affect our entire life. In fact, the month of Gemini, within the secret of the month of Gemini, we have the ability to change our entire life. Here we go. So the month of Gemini, we know, is known for a lot of things. Let's just talk superficially, as Gemini would have it. Geminis generally are always looking for new things. Now, what does that mean? To many people, they're known as the butterfly, not staying too deeply on things, but there's a sense of boredom in Gemini, getting bored quickly. Once the initial excitement is gone, then I'm on to something new. Now, this does not only affect people who are Gemini, but everybody. Everybody. We all have that characteristic to one degree or another. Now, in the month of Gemini, of course, as in any month, we become that sign. We take on energies because the purpose, according to the Kabbalah, of the constellations is each one is awakening a particular energy that we can fix. We can fix and correct, and our lives will be better as a result for the entire year, because every month affects the year. It's a package. It's a package of cosmic energy which we need to deal with. We're affected by it. If we know how to deal with it, we can change things. So Gemini, again, for whatever the reason is, gets bored quickly. And the root of it is really in impatience, because, again, getting bored means I get it, I see it, I already understand everything about it, so they think. And that's it. Next, next, next. And within the next, there's the initial high, as we all get an initial high from anything that's new. Okay, there's an initial high. But then the work comes. What is that work? So let's go to the Book of Formation. And the Book of Formation, which is the oldest known book of the Kabbalah, written by Abraham the Patriarch, Sefer Yetzirah, Book of Formation, explains that the month of Gemini is ruled by two forces which are known by the Aramaic letters. And they are the letter Resh and the letter Zayin. Now, while it's not important that you know the names of the letters, it's important that we understand what that means. The letter Resh is the letter that controls, that's the way the Kabbalists explain it, controls the planet Mercury. Now, Mercury is the force behind Gemini, and it's communication and many, many things. The letter Resh itself in the Hebrew or Aramaic ancient text relates to the aspect of lack, rush, poorness, where there's a lack, poorness. Now, why is there poorness over here? We'll get to that. The letter Zayin is the constellation itself, the constellation of Gemini. Now, interestingly, these two letters in Hebrew also create a word, and the word is Raz, Raz. Now, Raz means secret. It means a secret. I have a secret. And when we have a secret, we want to know what the secret is, right? Someone tells you they have a secret, you want to know what the secret is. For some reason, right? We become interested. It awakens our curiosity to know, what is it? Now, the numerical value, and I hope, if you're not familiar with these things, you're able to follow. The numerical value, then that's Kabbalistic numerology, of these two letters is 207. The letter Resh is 200, the letter Zayin is 7. 207. Now, not by coincidence, not by coincidence, because we know there are no coincidences. The word for light, which is or in Hebrew, Aramaic Hebrew, is 3 letters, Aleph, Vav, and Resh. Aleph, Vav, and Resh makes the word or, light. Now in numerology, the letter Aleph is 1, the letter Vav is 6, and the letter Resh is again 200. 207. Now, is that a coincidence that the word for light and the word for secret, they're both 207? So of course this is not a coincidence. We understand that numerology is one of the languages, it's sort of the physics of Kabbalah, and it's telling us that there is a relationship. Okay, right away we know that within the secret there is the light, which means the light within, the light within. So I have a secret. There's the superficial, and then there's the internal. The superficial is what covers the secret, the external, and the secret is the internal. So in anything, in anything. So, we know each other. Do we? Or do we? Do we know the secret of each other? Well, no. I can say definitely not. We do not know the secrets of each other. In fact, we don't know the secret of ourselves. What's going on with us half the time? It's internal. It's internal. So the real light or truth and all these things are the internal part of whatever it is that we're dealing with. Now, it's interesting that, the event of the giving of the Bible at Mount Sinai, the giving of the Torah, happened when? On the 6th of Gemini. That means this Friday. Today is 1 of Gemini, and Friday will be 6th. And therefore, Thursday night is a very specific holiday, which I won't get into, Shavuot, but it connects us. I don't want to say commemorates because there's nothing to commemorate. These are secrets of connection. But it helps us to connect with the original energy which was revealed at Mount Sinai. And what was that energy? Well, that energy was called immortality, death, or the external forces of negativity disappeared forever. Well, not exactly forever. There was a concept of golden calf that brought it back. But nevertheless, the secret of life is on the inside. And this is what I'd like you to remember. The secret of life in anything, and the secret that causes life to continue, is always on the inside. The truth is always on the inside. What's real is always on the inside. We can never judge anything by external. We can't know anything by external. We don't know the truth by external of anything. Now that goes for everything that happens in our life as well. When we don't examine why what happens, and we take life externally, we can never do our job here on earth. Because we don't understand, or we won't understand that there's more than meets the eye. Things don't just happen. There's a reason for everything that happens. Now we know that, or we must know that. Because, or not, when we take life externally, number one, it will have no meaning. Number two, we won't get the messages that the universe, that God, the Creator, is trying to give us. The angels are talking to us. Everything in life is talking to us. Inanimate objects are talking to us. Your job is talking to you. People are talking to us. Plants are talking to us. Animals, everything speaks with us in their language. We don't understand. There were Kabbalists who did understand even the language And Rabbi Isaac Luria understood the language of candles, the flame of the candles, understood the language of birds, could talk to trees. I mean, this may sound crazy to us, but to the ancients, the prophets, they understood all these things. Rabbi Isaac Luria, the Ari, could talk to the souls of people without them knowing it. And that is our secret, the internal. That is our soul, our spirit. It is inside. The external is the body. By the body, we can't tell very much. We can't judge it. Why is all this important? Because, again, the major correction in life, and as we've said, we've spoken about in previous videos, that the correction of Adam was to stay on the inside. Adam, stay on the inside. But the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil meant what exactly? That Adam and Eve chose to connect only to the external. The tree of life was the internal connection, where the real pleasure is, where the real beneficence is, where reality is, where truth is. But they opted for the pleasure of the external, and that's what they chose. And therefore the Kabbalists explain, excuse me, that what was the sin? That they chose the external over the internal. Internal was where life was. External would eventually die. Now, we know that to be true in our life, in everything. Everything seems to die. Things don't last forever, right? Isn't that what we say? Well, nothing lasts forever. That's not true. That's not true. That's a lie. That's a lie which is perpetuated by what? Our connection with the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And that what is that? When we only connect to the external of things. We connect to the external of people. We don't look deeper than whatever meets the eye. When things happen to us, we don't really ask why and look for real answers. No, we just take it as it comes and respond and react to it. So someone insults us, we get angry. Someone judges us, we say, how dare you? Again, but nothing would ever change that way. If we want to create life, new life, deeper, then we need to go inside, which is also happens to be the correction of Gemini. That's why the letters that are represented in this month mean secret. These two letters mean secret, to go deeper. You see, again, to stay superficial, which is again one of the flaws of Gemini, which we are all affected by, is not to go deep, not to ask questions, not to ask why. But where's the light? Remember, same numerical value. The light is always going to be on the inside. So how do we do this? Excuse me. The way to do it is to begin to ask the major questions. The best question always to ask is why, but not in a blaming way. When things happen, even good things, ask why. Why you? Why do I deserve this blessing? Is there a deeper reason? Is there something I need to do with this? Why did this challenge happen for me? Is there something I need to learn from this? What's the deeper significance to this? Don't stay external. Don't stay on the outside. Ask the questions that will take you deeper into the internal. And by that, you get on to the path of life and answers that will give us blessings. Again, not only do we get answers in our life, but we get the blessings from whatever is happening. We get the blessings of whatever they have to offer. Take this with you in this month of Gemini. Begin. Just plant the seed to begin to ask the right questions, and I guarantee you, you will begin to feel the light of this month, which will last you for the entire year. God bless everyone. I wish you an amazing month full of blessings, and to always connect with the internal of things. Don't stay outside. Get on the inside. Connect to the secret of life. And I'll see you on the next video. Go to rabbiabe.com if you want to know more about videos, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you very soon on the next video. All the best.